What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another entry number 13 of the June Vlog Challenge 2018. So, June 13th, 2018. The day today, Happy National Sewing Machine Day. It's a thing. Look it up right now. I want you to go to Google and I want you to put in National Sewing Machine Day, and it will be for June 13th. Wow, that's ridiculous. So the other day was what, like corn on the cob day, and then the other day before that was like, best National Best Friend Day, stuff like that. So it's very, very, very interesting to say the least of all this stuff. But today I didn't really do much today. Don't have really anything to talk about today, so today might be a short one. The interesting thing that happened today was my wife actually had to come home early from work because she's sick. I think she has the same sour stomach situation that I had in Albuquerque. She's getting the sulfur burps. She's getting the rumble in the tummy, and it's not fun. I've been there, and I wish she didn't have it, especially having to take off work early, but that means that she has to go in for Saturday. She has to work all day Saturday, which, I mean, sucks, but at least she's got it covered, right? I say the a lot. I do say the a lot. Today I did more job searches, more job applications. I gotta stop saying that. I applied for the post office, which the post office, they said that they paid their people anywhere from $15 an hour to $27 an hour. So right off the bat, if I get hired, it's $15 an hour, which again is amazing. And then I can eventually work myself up to $27 an hour. That would be a very damn good paying job. I think my household income, if I got paid $27 an hour, would be pretty much almost high class, it'll be middle class. I think middle class is like middle class is like 40,000 and up, I believe. I don't know. I could be mistaken, but that would definitely be a jump especially if it comes to our income and stuff like that. Because my wife makes X amount and I make X amount. So honestly, I was hoping today that one of the jobs would come knocking on my door and tell me I'm hired and I can start, immediately next week, whatever they want to do. I called them and they said just because the position needs to be filled by today, that doesn't mean they have to hire somebody today. They have to wait, and they said that they'll call me at the end of the week. But what's interesting is they told me they would call me today, but today's not the end of the week. I don't know. Hopefully it's not another place like another place that I applied for screwing me around, because if that's the case, I'm going to be very, very upset here in the near future. I didn't do much today, like I said. I just applied for those jobs, and I was waiting by the phone all day for this job to call me. I did have lunch with Chris and Ashley today at Olive Garden, all you can eat soup, salad, and breadsticks. One of the best deals ever. Just the sheer amount of food that you can eat for that price is awesome. It is a great deal, and hopefully I will hear back. I'm just sidetracked because I keep thinking about the job, and hopefully I can hear back from that job, and hopefully this job that I applied for the post office, hopefully I can get in on that. I already paid for the exam. You have to pay $40 for like an exam, and you have to pass the exam, and then once you pass the exam, you get approved to go take an actual exam. Like, these are like practice runs, and you actually go take an actual exam, and we'll see how that goes. I think the exams are actually pretty well done. I'm getting like high 80s and high 90s on some of my scores, and I think it's gonna be a good fit, because it tells you like your progress. Like if you take exam one, like the first time I took exam one, I think I got like a 56 out of 100. And then it was like, it's not too bad. You can get better. And we need you at least to make the 90 or something like that. And then once you get up to like the high 80s and low 90s, they're like, congratulations, this is the score that you need to pass the exam when you take the actual exam. And then it gives you like a little encouragement, like, good job, or you did good, but you could do better, just stuff like that. And I think that's pretty cool. They'll screw with you though, because like it'll be like crossing, and they'll replace the word with Xing, and then they'll put like Johnsonville and like Jacksonville, and they'll do like Houston, Texas, and then they'll do like Houston, Florida. Just trying to like switch things up, trying to mess you up. And I've actually gotten caught on a few of them. Like, I see what you did. You messed with me. You screwed with me. And then they also want you to look at the zip codes. So like one will be like 69130, 69130. And then the next one will be like 69103. 61, yeah, and then 1. Like they just like mess around with it, and it's pretty efficient. It actually trips me up, and I'm an everyday guy, so somebody that is not ready for this exam is probably like getting all those wrong. And they actually give you time. It's like a time limit that you have to do, and the first time I panicked, so I didn't finish. That's how I got a 56. But now it's kind of like I'm working my way upward to these high B's and low A's, stuff like that. And so there's that, and hopefully I can pass those, and I can get a good job, get a good government job to where like benefits and everything like are a fantastic thing to have. The next topic I wanted to talk about was the song that got stuck in my head this morning, which ironically enough, because last night no, it was this morning. Sorry, it was this morning. This morning I woke up and I saw like videos, like recommended videos on my YouTube. So I was watching YouTube videos this morning, and for some reason the 2002 VMA performance of Guns N' Roses came up. I was like, okay, that's a random video to have. And apparently, I watched it. In the 2002 VMAs, apparently Axl Rose and Guns N' Roses, whatever the band was at that time, it wasn't Duff or Slash or any of them. It's just Axl Rose and a bunch of like hired guns, pretty much. And they all sounded good, but Axl was like running around the stage. You could tell he was getting out of breath, and he wasn't hitting the right notes, and he was flat and everything. And it was just like, okay, why did this pop up amongst all videos? Why the hell did this one pop up on my recommended? So I watched it, and then after I finished watching it, I was, got up and started doing things around the house, and I got Paradise City stuck in my head because I was listening to it on the video, and I was like, okay, so Paradise City is a song that's going to get added to my playlist. So I added Paradise City, which is also awesome because I believe it's the 30th anniversary of Appetite for Destruction, so it's kind of fitting because it's the 30th anniversary, so having that's pretty awesome. I just noticed on my shirt, I was looking to see if Evie was on there, and of course Evie is not on there. I love this shirt. Shirt's so comfy. I love it. When when I got up to go eat lunch, I just grabbed this shirt. I'm like, oh, comfy. I really don't have much else to talk about today. Chris and Ashley came over last night, and Ashley got to see my backyard, and Chris and I played horse. And I was on fire last night, apparently, because Chris, of course, spelled horse all the way through. I didn't even hit H. So I take pride in that. Chris is probably going to think I'm talking shit. I'm not. I'm just stating a fact that I beat Chris, and I didn't even get on the board. So, no L's yesterday. No L's yesterday, y'all. And it rained last night. It was ridiculous. It just came out of nowhere, and it started hailing, and it started just pounding. But it was actually kind of cool because while we were gone, Jess had informed me that it rained for 3 nights while we were in New Mexico. And I was like, dang it, I want to see the rain. And so last night it rained, and I was like, thank you, God. Because it was awesome. Even though the hail scared all 4 of my animals and it scared Jess's animal, it slowly started to dissipate. And they were like, okay, thank God. So they weren't freaked out as much last night. The cat Cass was kind of freaking out last night. He was running all over the place and, just like listening and hearing it and like getting all freaked out about it. So that's what happened last night. It rained and it actually flooded my backyard for a little bit, which is fine. I have concrete back there anyway, so it evaporated in the morning when the sun got hot. And that's all that happened last night. And today, Jess wanted to watch the original Amityville Horror, so we watched that. And it's dated. I still think a lot of parts of it are creepy, but it is dated. And then she was like, okay, what about the remake? And I'm like, the remake's not bad. I was like, it's pretty much just a rehashing of the original movie, except they had added a few elements like the little girl. You get to see the little girl, but I don't think you got to see the little girl at all in the original. And then there's a babysitter plot line where the babysitter kind of like tells the kids the story about the guy that murdered his family and everything like that. And there's also Kiss references in the remake, so awesome. Like the babysitter says, like, talks about how she likes Gene Simmons' tongue, and of course the urban legend is that he grafted on a cow's tongue to make his tongue look longer, which it turns out that is absolute bullshit, because a cow's tongue is like this big and like that wide. So even if he grafted like a portion of it, if he stuck his tongue out, it like go down to like his belly button. So again, that's bullshit. And of course, people just make things up, like the Knights in Satan's Service thing, and Gene Simmons hatched from a dinosaur egg, and Ace Frehley is from Jindal, a planet called Jindal, and stuff like that. Turns out, obviously, it was all bullshit. They're all from New York and all that good stuff. So it's still good. It's still scary. There's a few scary parts in there, like the glowing eyes when the mom goes upstairs. Like the glowing eyes like follow her in the window, and then the giant monster in the window, like you see it like swaying, and you can see the eyes. You're like, ugh. That was also creepy. And then when the father comes in to bless the house, and the house goes, "Get out!" That part, even right now, like watching it like today, like it still gave me chills. I'm like, oh. And I looked at Jess and was like, when the house tells you to get out, you get out. you don't just go like, okay, whatever. You go now, post haste. Just go. Okay, what are we sitting at? We're sitting at, okay, you know what, might as well talk for 2 more minutes. No big deal. We're trying to figure out what else to talk about here. Zach Martin signed with the Dallas Cowboys, or re-signed with them, got a 6-year extension, and got a crap ton of money. The United States, Canada, and Mexico got locations reserved for hosting the World Cup in 2026. Now, it's a long ways out, but it's a big deal because it's pretty much the entire North American market is going to be able to host games for the World Cup. Like 3 places in Toronto, like 2 or 3 places in Mexico, or not Toronto, 3 places in Canada, one of them being Toronto, and then like 2 or 3 places in Mexico, and then the rest of the United States, like Houston, Dallas, Los Angeles, I believe there's a Miami one, New York, just stuff like that. It's going to be cool. I'm not a big soccer guy, but that's a big deal. So even I can admit when it's a big deal. Excuse me. And speaking of big deal, yesterday LeVar Ball was on the Herd with Colin Cowherd, which I guess he liked it because that Christine Leahy isn't out there anymore. It's Joy Taylor, which I think is actually an upgrade. I like Joy Taylor a lot better. She was on Undisputed, but now she's with the Herd. And all in all, it was, an interesting interview. LeVar Ball, of course, made the outlandish claim that if you get Lonzo, who's already there, and then draft his son, LiAngelo, and then you go get LeBron James, he said that's a guaranteed championship team, which I'm like, no, it's really not. But maybe if you have Lonzo Ball, forget about LiAngelo, and then you get LeBron James, you get Paul George, and then I think I saw somebody that, I think it was Skip Bayless or Cowherd, I can't remember which one it was, said trade for Chris Paul, get CP3 in LA like he was originally supposed to do, and then, people like, Cuban and the commissioner at the time for the NBA was like, yeah, it's not fair, you shouldn't go to the big markets like that. But they let him go to the Clippers instead of the Lakers. But whatever, it's fine. I think the Lakers are on the up and up, and actually have a great confidence for them going forward if they get the pieces in place. Especially since we have such a young team with Lonzo and Kuzma and Alex Caruso and a couple of other people. So they're on the up and up. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I said I wasn't going to talk the entire 15 minutes, but guess what? I exceeded my own expectations again. So I'm going to get out of here. Y'all guys have a great day, and I hope you guys have a great day tomorrow, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. And always remember, my little piglets, call them pork chop. Love y'all the most. So y'all take it easy, guys. And like I said, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.